Hi, my name's Trinity, and I'm an ERP advisor with Striven. And today we're covering customer management. And in this video, we're going to talk about monthly statements. So we're going to talk about setting up your monthly statement templates, sending a monthly statement to an individual customer, mass sending your statements to multiple customers, and then setting up who should be receiving that statement from your customer. So let's jump right in and get started. To set up your monthly statements, you're going to go to Company and then Settings, and then under Customers and Vendors, Portal, and Statement Templates. So this is where you can set up your template for your monthly statement. Now take note that you don't have to create only one, you can have multiple of them. So let's go ahead and check out our default one as an example. You would give your template a name, and then you're choosing how many days after the month has ended that you want this statement to be available in the portal for your contact to access. So for my example, I have 6 days after the month has ended. Choosing this as a default will make it so this template will be chosen by default when it's sent to contacts as the template format. Over on this side, you're choosing who do you want this statement to come from. So you can choose it based on the assignment or based on the employee. It's going to look for this assignment at the customer level first, but if it doesn't have this set up at the customer level, it will then choose to send it from this employee instead. Now down below is where you have your sections that you can add into your monthly statement. Keep in mind the content type section is just that. It's an editable content that you can add in your merge fields and everything else similar to this. Notice that you have merge fields to give it a very personalized look to have in the customer's information within the statement. You have things that you can add in like opportunities, tasks, orders, projects, appointments, and so on. Clicking Add section will allow me to choose additional sections as well to add into the statement. Notice it's not just necessarily a transactional statement, like a monthly statement you get from your bank or something like that. You can add in other things to make this a statement for the work you have completed for the customer in the given month. You can rearrange any of these sections by clicking and dragging this section right here. And then when you're done creating your template, you would simply hit Save and Close. Now there's two different ways you can send this statement. The first way is just an individual statement you're going to send to an individual customer. So I would go to Customers and then the list, and then go into that individual customer itself. On this Go To bar, I'm going to go to the AR tab, and then under AR, Monthly Statements. Now this is going to let me choose who I want the statement to come from, based on the assignment right here. I can also change the template that I have set up by clicking the Edit button right here as well, but I'm going to choose to use the default one I set up. You would choose the year and the month that you want this statement to include the work of. And then scrolling down, you can see all the information is going to be listed below. I have the options to print this as a PDF, or I can email it to the contact so they can receive it in their email. So this is the first way you can send a statement, and this is a way you can send an individual statement to a specific customer that you had in mind. But what about sending it to multiple customers all at once? This can be done as well by going to Customers and Monthly Statements. Monthly statements allow you to send out mass statements to multiple customers all at once based on search criteria that you have set up. If you notice, you can even have these set as recurring. Let's go ahead and add a new one. Now when I go to add a monthly statement request, first thing I'll need to do is to choose who is this statement going to go to. So I want to make sure I'm choosing the correct criteria. I definitely want it to go to all my active customers and maybe my prospect customers. I can click Add Filter to see what other criteria I'd like to set up for this. As you can see, there's quite a lot of search filters you can use to set up for your monthly statements. But for me, I just want to send it to my prospective and active customers. So I'm going to hit Next, and it's going to let me know how many customers have been found. Clicking Next again will take me back to the screen where I can set up the monthly statement. As I can see, the default statement is going to be used, but I can manage the templates from here if I'd like to choose which one should be the default. I can set as recurring. Notice that when I set as recurring, it's days after the month ends that I'm setting up of, so when it should be available. Unchecking this, instead, I'm choosing the exact date or the month. The Notify on Completion is who will be notified internally to let you know that these statements have sent to all your customers. By default, it adds you in there since you're the one logged in and setting up this request. Notice that you can add multiples if you'd like. Then you're going to choose Send Via. Is it going to be sent as an email, or are you going to print it as a PDF and send it through the mail? Choosing email will bring up a text editor content. So I can change this as needed or use the default info. Don't forget to use the merge fields to make it a personalized email going to the customer. Back up at the top, we have some other options right here as well. Change search will let you update your search criteria on who this will be going to. Refresh search will see if anyone else now meets the criteria that you're about to send to. And then view customers is going to let you see who is set up to receive this as the recipient. Now, if you notice, it's not listing anyone in here for me as the recipient, so that means I don't have anyone set up currently to receive this. But I'm in luck. I can click this link, and it'll take me to the page where I can set up who should receive this notification. As you can see, monthly statement down at the bottom allows me to choose which contacts. And I can choose multiple. Going back to my monthly statement here, I can hit the refresh button, and it has now updated. When I'm ready, I can hit send. Now, just to show you once more where you can go to update who should be receiving the monthly statements, let's go back to our customers. So I'm going to go to customers and the list, and then I'm going to go into one of my customers. Clicking on the go to bar, you're going to want to go to the setting. This is where you choose who gets notified for when certain things are created in the system, such as invoices, payments, or even monthly statements. Down at the bottom here, you see monthly statements. I currently don't have anyone set for Betty's Bakery, so I better fix that. And there I go. I now have someone set up to receive the monthly statement.